Dr. Benson Bana, the Tanzanian High Commissioner to Nigeria, says his country will continue to partner with Nigeria in terms of economic diplomacy to achieve their bilateral objectives. Bana said this in his address at the inaugural ceremony of the Tanzania-Nigeria Tourism Investment and Trade (TNTIT) Forum in Abuja. He said that although the forum was scheduled to hold on March 23, 2021, it was postponed owing to the death of the late leader of the country, John Magufuli, on March 17, 2021.
Today, international engagements are indeed contemporary diplomatic relations are leaning more on economic and cultural diplomacy rather than traditional political diplomacy, dollar diplomacy, and gunboat diplomacy. It seems plausible to note that interstate relations that are hinged upon business to business, people to people imperatives are more sustainable than mere state relations that are hinged solely on political engagements. It is against this background that my country, Tanzania, way back in 2004, decided to implement economic diplomacy strategy, which is to some extent the oxygen of Tanzania's foreign policy. Today's Tanzania-Nigeria Tourism Investment and Trade Forum is but one of the initiatives that the Tanzania High Commission to the Federal Republic of Nigeria has employed to deliver the objectives of Tanzania's economic diplomacy policy. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today's forum, which physically and virtually brings together great minds and key stakeholders in the sectors of tourism, investment promotion, and trade, is intended to achieve myriad interrelated and mutually supporting objectives. First, the forum is expected to deepen the Tanzania-Nigeria bilateral relations, which dates back to the early 1960s.
In a keynote address, Saratu Aliyu, President of the Nigeria Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, NACCIMA, urged the mission to continue to pursue Magufuli's vision.
The ties between Nigeria and Tanzania dates back to the 1960s. Our relations at the bilateral levels were cordial, and we worked closely within the framework of the African Union to promote Africa's development and other areas such as the Group of 77 and the South-South Cooperation. The gradual evolution of our economy and increasing role of the private sector has, of course, impacted on our two countries. And this is why I am delighted that we are now paying attention to what we can do through our respective chambers of commerce. NACCIMA and Tanzania Chambers of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture, TCCIA, to improve our economic, trade and business ties.
And in her virtual remark, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Tanzania, Liberata Mulamula, assured that the government of Tanzania would create a conducive environment for potential local and foreign investors to that country.
We are meeting virtually at the time when our countries, the African continent, and the world at large are facing an unprecedented pandemic, the COVID-19, that has caused human suffering and crippled our economies. Its devastation to humanity calls for joint efforts among countries, regions, and the global community as one family to contain and address challenges brought by this pandemic. It is in this regard that I commend this initiative taken by our mission in Abuja, because apart from bringing our two business communities together, it is aiming at adapting to this new reality brought by COVID-19.